Okay, friends, it is now math time. So today we are going to talk about shapes and how we can identify and describe those shapes by their sides, angles, and vertices. So I want you to repeat after me. Ready? I can identify and describe shapes by their sides, angles, and vertices. Great job, my friends. You can now have those microphones off. So by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to know what shape we're talking about by how many sides, angles, and vertices that it has. So yesterday we talked about two-dimensional shapes. Those are flat, just like a drawing on a paper. So we're going to look at some two-dimensional shapes, and we're going to look at their angles, vertices, and sides to know what kind of shape they are. So we're going to look at shapes, vertices, and angles. The first one is shape or sides. Sides are lines that make up the shape's outline. So if we look at my square, our square has one side here, a side here, a side here, and a side here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides that make up a square. So a great way to remember sides is showing sides with our arms, making straight lines. Okay, I want you to show me with your arms straight lines. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sides. Good job. These are our sides. We're making straight lines with our arms to make sides. Now we have vertices. Vertices are where our sides come together and meet. So I want you to show me our sides and squish them together. They make almost like a corner. So sides turns into vertices and they're squished together. Okay, ready? Show me sides. Great job. Now show me vertices. Squish them together. Great job, friends. Okay. Now we're going to look at angles, and those are the spaces between those two straight lines at where they meet. So we had our lines, our sides, and we squished our sides together to make a vertice, and now we're going to look at the space between them. Okay, so right here is the space between that is an angle. So a way that we can remember angles is we can show our muscles because this makes a right angle. Okay, show me your angles. Great job, friends. Okay, so if we're looking at a quadrilateral, I'll draw a quadrilateral for us. Can you remind me? Shake your heads yes or no, or give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Does a quadrilateral have to be a square? No. Great job, friends. A quadrilateral has how many sides? We learned this yesterday. 4. And it's okay if it doesn't make a perfect square. So we already know how many sides a quadrilateral has from yesterday, but let's double check. So show me sides again. Great job. Okay, so I see a side here, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 sides. Now we need to look at vertices. So show me vertices. So we had sides, now show me vertices. Good job. It's where they come together and connect. They squish together. Our sides squish together. So I see 2 sides squished together right here, right here, right here, and right here. How many vertices did we find? 4. Show me on those fingers. Good job. 4. Okay, now we're going to look at angles. Show me what an angle is again. Good job. I see an angle here, here, and here. One right here. How many angles do we have? 4. Good job. Remember those angles. Good job. 4, 4. I see something very interesting about those sides, vertices, and angles. I want you to give me a thumbs up if you see it too. Ooh, I see some friends. Okay, I want you to think about that, and I want us to come back tomorrow, and I want you to let me know what you see about the sides, vertices, and angles. Okay, friends, so now I want you to tell me how many angles, vertices, and sides does triangles have? I'll give you guys a couple minutes to work on that. Make sure you type in your response. Once I see you have responded, I'm going to pair you up to talk in groups. Okay, hi Jessie. Hi Veronica. I see that you guys both put, they have 3 angles, 3 vertices, and 3 sides. How did you guys know that? Oh, you remember to use those sides? Good job. The angles. Good job. What was that last one? Where does he show me what it looks like? Good job squishing them together because it's where they touch. Good job, my friends. I want you to think, okay? Think in your head, what about a pentagon? Okay? Tomorrow I will give you that answer, okay? So think, how many angles, how many vertices, and how many sides does a pentagon have? Great job, friends. Okay, I see that everyone has typed in their comments. Everyone got time to share with their partners, and I checked in with everybody. So now I want you to go ahead and tell me which is a way that is which way is not a way to describe a two-dimensional shape. So remember, which one is not? We did not use this way to find out what two-dimensional shape we talked about. Was it angle? Did we use angles to describe a two-dimensional shape? Did we use sides? Did we use width? And did we use vertices? So which one did we not use? Did we not? I'll give you guys a couple minutes. Your timer for 1 minute starts now. Okay, friends, great job. I see that we all got a chance to respond. So I see that width was our overall answer that we all agreed with. So remember, I want us all together to show me what ways we use to describe our two-dimensional shape. Okay, ready? If I say angles, show me. Good job, angles. Good job. Okay, what about sides? Oh, I see friends showing me those sides. Good job. Okay, now what about vertices? Good job. We had those sides and we're squishing them together. This is where they come together. Okay, width was not one, right, friends? We didn't have an action for width because width is not a way that we describe two-dimensional shapes. Tomorrow we're going to start talking about three-dimensional shapes. And next week we'll talk even more about them. And we will talk about width and all of that then. Okay, my friends, you guys did amazing with math,